So let me know when it's calibrating, and I will move forth from there.
Right. Okay, something's happening. Yes, it is calibrating.
Okay, can you? Cool. Okay, so I got me and you over the speaker. That's good. Okay,
Oh,
let's play some Disco Elysium. It's a very artsy game.
yes.
I don't want that. I can try Twitch integration. I think last time I tried that it said no. Yeah, it says no. Okay. He's like, no, sorry. You can't do that. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start a new game.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have to pick what kind of character we would like.
Ah, okay.
There's the thinker, good with facts, bad with people. There's the sensitive individual, who is kind of mystic.
Nice.
There's physical, who is basically dumb, but gets the job done through just straight force.
Brute force guy. All right.
Right. And then there's create your own. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create our own.
Ah, okay.
So, the question is, what do we want to be good at? So I will tell you that there is a point in the game where you either have to have motrix or physique.
Okay.
So one of these has to be at least a 3. Probably higher.
You probably want to start there at least.
Yeah. So, do we want to... So basically these are 4 ways to solve problems. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, I encounter a problem. Do I punch it, or do I jump over it? That's basically what we have as an option here.
Okay.
And we'll
like offensive or defensive?
Pretty much, yeah. So, which would you prefer? I'm going to let you kind of select a character you would find interesting to watch solve this mystery.
I mean, I would play a more defensive.
Okay, so Motrix.
Character usually.
Gotcha. So at least average Motrix, and we can up that if we need to. Okay, so now that's physically. So now we have, are you more of a thinker or more of a feeler? So, and we can do both.
Right, right.
But
how many skill points do we have?
We still have 6 left.
6 left.
And whatever we pick here will be our baseline, and everything else will build off of that.
And then you level up later, and I assume.
Well, you level individual traits later. Okay. This is setting our baselines.
Yes.
So I would have 3 on 2 of these for sure as a baseline. Okay. So basically, again, we would need one of these 2 probably. I mean, I guess we could do the dumb rock, but I'm not interested in playing the dumb rock.
I want to be somewhat intelligent at least.
Right. So again, would it be again, you encounter a problem. Do you think your way out, or do you make connections with people and feel your way out? Or even make connections with the universe? That's another option on the psyche.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it?
Well, these are both good, yes.
Right. Well, and I mean, we can do this, but then that only leaves us 2 other points.
Yeah.
but that is an option as well.
Right.
Basically, everything's a baseline of 1, and you have 8 points to spend after that.
Yeah.
So what's more important,
like,
thinking or feeling?
my initial thought was feeling.
Okay, then we're doing it.
Right.
All right. So now we have 4 points left. Now we can max out defense, as you put it,
Yep.
or feeling, or we can add some intellect. The choice is up in the air. I would say you find intellect more important than physique. Is that accurate? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 point into intellect just right there. So now we have 3 points to play with. So now we can max out either psyche or motrix. So now we encounter a problem. Do we solve the problem with defense, or do we solve the problem with emotional connection?
Yeah, what do we want to do? Let's see.
Yeah, isn't it interesting? You think it through this, and the game reacts to you. It's really cool how the game just adapts to which of these things you've picked.
Yeah.
This to me, that's the appeal of the game.
So you can try playing it with different characters.
Yes. So I've already played this through. I've already played this through with an intelligent psyche character.
Okay.
Without the physique and motrix. And again, I hit a wall where I had to have one of those two. And I didn't. So the game was just like, you lose. I'm like, oh, but what about... No, you lose. The end. Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, Kitty's talking to you.
Meow.
Because you're talking to the computer.
Mm-hmm. Kitty doesn't know there's a person on the other end of the computer.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with psyche. I guess.
So, do we want to crank it all the way up and then put an extra one into motrix? Or do we want to go 5 psyche and 3 intelligent? Or do we want to just go 6 psyche, like a genius psyche? Like the most emotionally intelligent person.
Yeah, let's go put in intelligence too.
Put one in intelligence? Okay, so we'll kick one out of psyche, put another one in intelligence. So what we have is we have someone who is average intelligence, okay, not stupid, who is really good at emotionally connecting to everything.
Okay.
Is weak, to say what it is, and motrix, basically defensive, as you say, good at dodging and whatnot. All right, we good with this?
Yeah, we can try it.
Okay, so that's where we're starting. Now, each one of these has 6 subsets inside of it.
Oh, wow.
Right. And, like, I could go over all of them right now. You would be overwhelmed with data. It would not mean anything to you.
Right.
So what I'm going to say is, instead, let's just focus on psyche.
Okay.
Okay? And we'll look at the 6 options for psyche and pick one of those to be our our start-off advantage. You'll notice these little diamond-shaped things in here. As you level up, you will bump up the diamonds, and that will up your points. So you will roll, and it's how many times out of 20 you would win your roll.
Oh, okay.
I think actually it's how many times out of 12 you'd win your roll. So right now, all of our psyche, you would win 5 times out of 12 any roll.
Ah.
And we can improve those odds.
Okay.
So let's talk about the individual things. Volition, that is your morale. It's important if you want to stay sane.
Okay, that sounds important.
Right. Okay. So that's the first one, volition. Next, we have the Inland Empire. This is basically your gut. Okay? So this is good for dreamers, for people that basically It's like I sense my psychic abilities are telling me that kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay? If you really crank it up, you get at that range. Okay.
Sounds
Empathy.
cool.
Empathy. Your ability to understand other people. Okay. The mirror neurons. That's your ability to judge other people's character. Good for interrogations, for interviews.
Mirror neurons, yes, okay.
Right. So we have authority. So basically, it sounds like intimidation, but really what it is you project that you're in charge.
Huh, okay.
So basically, how much do people want to follow you? Like when they're around you, how much do they want to just like go, yeah, I want to follow that guy? Okay, good for leaders and experts of psychological warfare. Respect.
Yeah, well.
Right. I mean, it's all that.
Yes, okay.
Okay, esprit de corps. Okay, esprit de corps is good for cops, cop aficionados, pretend cops. This is very good. This is as I played through the game, this feels like duty.
Okay.
Okay, and how much do you feel a sense of duty? How much do other people feel a sense of duty toward you? Okay. Suggestion. This is how good are you at bending other people to your will. Let's just call it what it is. Diplomats, charmers, sociopaths. Yes, basically using mind tricks on people to get them to do what you want. So these are our 6 options.
All right.
So, sanity, hunches, empathy, authority, duty, and suggestion. Which do you want us to start with an advantage in?
Ooh. Sanity is probably good.
Sanity, yeah. I will tell you, if you like crank up the Inland Empire, the game's just giving you hints the entire time. Game's like, you should go over here. You should hit this button. You should try this. Like nonstop.
Does it give away too much?
It gives away a lot.
Okay.
So I like you'd be like, why do I smell chocolate? It's like, later, chocolate's a very important part of the game. It's like, oh, it told me that really early. So if you want the game to just like freaking tell you the answer to most puzzles, Inland Empire does that. Again, sanity. There are moments where sanity comes into question, and every volition roll checks. Hey, did you pass your sanity check?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's important.
Okay.
Again, seeing things from other people's view helps with interrogation a lot. It's like, you should do this.
Yeah.
You should do that. You should do this. Like when you're interviewing, it's like, oh, that person feels really bad. You should mention this.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
Authority, it is what it says it is.
Yep.
It's just like, we're not talking about that, and the person shuts up. Esprit de corps is like, you ever meet a cop, they'll fall in line. And then suggestion is just manipulate the heck out of you. So so far I've heard volition. So you were
Yes.
for sanity. Is that the one we want to go with?
Yes.
Yep. All right. We are especially sane.
It's hopeful.
Indeed. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even in the clearest water, if deep enough, you can drown.
There is nothing.
Horace Thomas. Wow.
Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
When it does not ask for anything, I'm just going to hit continue.
Ever. Never, ever.
When it does come to a question, I will ask you to pick one of the numbers.
Okay.
So we do have a question here.
Oh. What is the question?
All right. So, you don't ever have to do anything ever more. You never have to do anything ever anymore. Ever, never, ever. So you can ask
Oh, okay.
never, ever, ever, or you can just continue non-existing.
Keep non-existing? I
Yeah.
see. I mean, let's go with 1, I guess.
Okay.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great. Give me some more, or what was that X something?
A 3.
3? All right.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
So, plunge back into the fathomless deep, or no, I wanted to know about the X something.
We'll do 2.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
So, option 1, Alan Z, never let me go. And 2, no, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Just 1.
Alright. Nothing down to fuck all, borough.
A return trip to the Silence, please, or let's visit the ancient Zero home. Or look, there's I'm tired of being this type of animal and who gives a crap.
Uh, 1?
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop, keep singing, sing me the song of death. Or, wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead.
A 1.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Mother, help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Or, stop, I don't want to hear anything more about the sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothingness. Or, no, I'm not scared. I'm a champion.
Oh, 3?
So, since you've chosen three, let me tell you that these little things that pop up with the little card are basically pieces of your personality. And
Okay.
so, when a piece of your personality speaks, it is usually a good idea to listen, though not always.
Oh, I see.
So he said, you can take it, you're a champion, and you responded, I'm a champion, which is probably the correct answer.
The stench
Oh,
of liquor
okay.
rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help, someone, cut my head off and trying to murder the rest of me. Or, who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth? Or, okay, I'm a bit scared now. Let's go back to the dark.
Huh. It's like, what are these options?
This is a very odd game. You're going to find out pretty quick.
Um. Two.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Okay. So a lot of this game is spent wandering about, picking stuff up, and
Okay.
pointing and clicking. I am going to be doing a lot of pointing and clicking, and I'm going to be asking you for help when it comes time to make decisions.
All right.
All right. So first, I need these pants, man.
You hear
That's
it,
probably the
John?
most important thing.
Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
I can't read it. The bottle of red is empty. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape from while the song was still playing. Huh. Empty cassette case, huh? I think that's the first time I ever noticed that.
Oh.
Used to be a tape in this case. It was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the tenor single Smallest Church in St. Sains must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Item gained, green shoe for your left foot.
Excellent. Your first quest is just getting dressed.
Right. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, sweet liquor.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Okay, so we can try to grab the tie as it's in motion.
I see.
This is a white check, which means we can retry it. So if we try it, it's not going to hurt anything.
Okay.
We have a 42% chance of success because we have to roll a 10.
Exactly? Or
A 10 or higher.
higher?
So 10, 11, 12. understand that we add whatever score we get to our Inland Empire score, which is already 5.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you have to have 5 or higher.
Ah.
So basically, makes it easier to make these rolls. So, do we want to do that, or do we want to pull on the fan or the light bulb?
Might as well try it. Why not?
You reach out to grab the tie.
Failure.
But what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Grab your chest. Damaged health.
You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left
Oh, it
arm,
hurt you?
your jaw.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
So am I guessing this is bad? I'm sure it's just heartburn. Oh God, help someone.
One?
Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
So try to remain conscious or let it all go.
One?
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a
Is that the
surprise
end?
to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased
Top
superior
suffers fatal
officer,
heart
commented,
attack again.
"That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor.
We died getting
so
dressed.
Detective Chester Clay, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCN, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
I can safely say I've never had that happen before.
Well then.
So,
Um,
yeah. Time for a new game.
I guess so.
That is hysterical. Okay, so remember, our physique was really bad. So he just suffered a heart attack right away.
Oh, huh.
Okay, so we're gonna try this again. See if we can survive. That is so funny. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so maybe we should have physique at 2. Is what you're thinking.
If we die again, we'll put
Okay.
the physique up to 2. Wow. Okay.
So basically, he overexerted himself by reaching for the tie.
Yes.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
I have to say, Noel, I have never played a version of this game where I died getting dressed. That was
Ever.
awesome.
Never.
Very unexpected.
Yes. Man, I don't remember what you picked here.
What did I do? I think I did 1 before.
Yes.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Would I ask about the X something again?
Let's do 1.
All right, this is great.
Yes, it is.
Give me some more. What was that about an X something? I think it's going to railroad us to the X eventually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I've never tried. I've never tried the other one.
I mean, let's try 1 again, see what happens.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
I like nothing, would be one. Or, how about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
1.
I know you do, baby. I know.
Oh, I guess now how would cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth
Oh, hold on.
passage.
Okay, so, on Lindsay, let's go, or I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
1.
All right. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
A short trip to the Silence, please, or let's visit the ancient Zero Home, or look, there's I'm tired of being this type of animal and who gives a crap.
Well, let's try 2 this time.
Alright.
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Or wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead.
1.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
I still can't get over, Noel, the fact we managed to die less than 30 minutes into the game. That's after all the time we spent building the character, too.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Impressive.
Yes. So we're back to I'm not scared I'm a champion?
Sure.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help! Someone cut my head off! It's trying to murder the rest of me! Or, who am I? What sort of creature does this with their own mouth? Or, okay, I'm a bit scared now. Let's go back to the dark.
2.
Alright.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound. A clarion call from hell.
Give me them pants. I need them pants. Alright, here we go.
You hear it, Jink. It said.
Alright. I will say, there's more stuff available to us this time through. I think it's because we play defense, as you say. We're more observant. That's kind of cool. So my first time through, there wasn't quite so many things to grab.
I see.
Bless you. Alright. So we actually... Okay, I thought about to say, I think we can still level up. No, we can't. Okay. Let's see if we can get this tie without dying.
Yes.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb.
Oh.
A truly horrific
Pull the chain this time, I
somehow
guess?
attached itself to one of the blades.
Alright.
Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Okay, so we want to pull on the fan chain or the light bulb chain?
Oh, the fan. Yeah.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Alright. Want to go for it?
All right.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap.
Okay.
It's released from
Oh,
your
well,
brain.
let's try it.
Warning, warning. The necktie is no
Hopefully
longer
that's not too much
contained.
exertion.
What you have in your
Yes.
hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Okay, do we want to turn on the light bulb or do we want to leave?
All right, we'll turn it on.
A terrible mistake.
Something
Turn
happens.
the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
So, we want to bring it on or we want to pull again and turn the lights off?
Oh, okay, let's turn it off. I guess it's too bright.
The lights are off.
And we have our options to leave. Okay, so I can tell you without spoiling you, if we'd left the lights on, we would have died again.
Oh, yeah?
Our guy is very fragile. This man is on death's door. That's the guy we've picked here.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
So we want to look out, do some visual calculus to assess the damage, or leave.
Okay, let's try the visual calculus.
The shards face out.
Does it sound
Whatever
exerting?
broke this window
Right.
came
Physically,
from
at least?
inside.
Right. Okay. Did I break them with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
Well, what did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing, or assess the size of the impact?
2.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me. I should go and get that shoe. I don't need it. I don't need anyone.
2?
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Okay, so we have a new task. Our mission, now that we've chosen to accept it, is to get the other shoe. Find your other shoe.
Or gain experience.
Now, as we do all this stuff, it passes time. So we woke up at 8. It's now 8:11. So you want to go get the shoe now, or you want to look in the mirror? I want to see if we can turn off
Okay,
the
we can look
faucet.
in the mirror.
All right.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing? Or wipe the mirror? Or there's no way I'm doing this, and run away?
2.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care. Stop and wipe the mirror. Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Or, better not to know, leave.
I see there's a card there.
It's true. And this is your hunch card. Your
Okay.
hunch is saying, you don't want to know what you look like, you idiot.
Okay, what does 2 do? Or do I want to know?
Oh, we can do
I
it.
don't know.
You want to try number 2?
All right.
Yeah,
Hopefully it doesn't kill us.
there is definitely something wrong with it.
Well, what's wrong, or how bad could it be?
Right.
So 1 or 2, what do you think?
Two.
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sure everything's fine. Touch your nose. At least the tongue is okay. Touch your tongue. I'm scared. I want to stop doing this. Or wipe the mirror now. Or I'm going to leave.
A 1?
All right.
It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
Okay. So, our options are, or at least my tongue is okay, I'm scared I want to stop doing this, wipe the mirror, or run away.
Alright, we'll try 2.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm scared I want to stop doing this, wipe the mirror now, or I'm out of here.
Alright, we'll try 3.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
Wipe the mirror or run away. Those are our options that are left.
Okay. It's 5.
5, we're running away. No, I don't want to see the face. Oh, I should have checked that door when I was right there.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid, like, any option I choose could kill us.
That's true. We are an old man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shambling along.
Uh-huh.
He's walking a little better now.
Something on the table. It's money. So, do we want to... Let's see, what do we have here? We have a quest to find our shoe in the balcony outside. There's a lady to talk to. There's some stuff on the wall we can look at. We can try the other doors. What would you like to do?
What's that on the wall?
The calendar says it's March. The year is 51.
Oh. Okay. Talk to this person.
All right. Talk to the
Hello,
lady.
officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Said hello, officer.
Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel, or turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking?
Oh, okay. We'll say 1, I guess.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Perplexed too.
You look number 2? So option 1 is,
Okay.
wait, I know, I'm a businessman, chief executive officer, right? Or, then why'd you call me an officer? So which one did you...
2.
2? All right.
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. Are you sure you're crapping me? Or, goddamn right, a policeman, and don't you forget it.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
Takes another drag all this time.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Or who in the right mind would make me an officer of the law? Or you can try the expression on her and let her know you want her, physically. Or I should get going now, leave. Note, this is a red check. If we do this, it changes the entire game from here on out.
Let's see.
So 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I mean, I don't even know who this is.
Indeed. It's Claget, the Miss Orange disco dancer. It says so right there.
Right. Let's see. Here's one.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles. Who in the right man would make me be an officer of the law? Or try the expression on her? Or I should get going now.
Here's 4.
Of course. Be
Look at her
careful,
cigarette.
officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions.
Uh-oh.
It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask questions? Or before you go, I have some questions for you.
Columbo. Yes.
So number 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
What is it that they have against the police here? Or where exactly is here? Where am I? Or tell me, is it 51 right now? Or your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? Or okay, you can go.
2.
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me? Revachol forever. Or how about you tell me something else instead?
1.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
So we've got, what do they have against the police here? Tell me, is it 51 now? Your room is almost next to mine. You hear anything? Or, okay, you can go.
3.
3? All right.
It's 51.
What century? Or, okay, tell me something else.
Yeah, 1.
The current
This
century?
is a good question. What century is this?
And what's that? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
Okay.
Yes.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years,
Gee
sir.
whiz. What's so funny? Or, okay, tell me something else.
Yeah, 1.
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Your expression turns serious. What do they have against the police here? Your room is next to mine. Do you hear anything? Or, okay, you can go now.
1.
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Your room is almost next to mine. Do you hear anything last night? Or, okay, you can go.
We can ask 4.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
She shrugs. Do they have any
I
visitors?
couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
She nods towards room number 3. Loud disco music, or tell me something else?
1.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raised her eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7.
Okay.
Life gets hard, but we go on.
Oh.
So, yeah, we go on all right, or mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
Sure, 1.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What
A
happened?
slow, sad song started playing. like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it.
So, was I singing this or the empty case? What was I singing, or I've heard enough?
Let's try one.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
What else, or I've heard enough?
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I'm sorry, when you say wounded, do you mean in a cool way, like a wild beast, or then what happened? Or I've heard it up.
Oh, we gotta try two.
Yes. It was very cool.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? Or that's so me, what did I do? Or you're making this up, I would never behave like that.
One.
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else? Please don't tell me there was anything else. It frightens me to hear this. Tell me there was more, or I've heard enough.
Like two.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay, there's nothing else here unless you want to revisit one of these.
Okay, yeah, we can go.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Okay. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking.
See.
The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Item gained. Green snakeskin
There they
shoes.
both are. 2 identical shoes.
Other
Both
shoe.
copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet, like 2 baby crocodiles.
So, wait, these don't look like normal cop shoes, or how do they fit, or discard thought?
One.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
Okay, how do they
Good.
fit?
They're balanced. Comfy. Feels
Okay,
like the
yeah.
only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Okay, so those white checks I was talking to you about. Successful white checks mean you get what you want. Failed white checks mean you either lose health or morale.
Oh.
You've got quite a lot of morale built up, so you can take quite a
Good.
lot. Your health is, well, let's just call it what it is. You're about to die.
Yes.
You are one mistake from death at any given moment.
Indeed.
We should probably find some medicine to keep you from dying.
I'm all for that.
All right. Nothing else out here. You want to try these doors? There's
Yeah.
some over here real quick. Middle door or door to the right? Which one would you like to try first?
Well, the middle.
All
Try
right.
the middle first.
It's the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe de Monde. Or Trompe le Monde. Okay, well that door doesn't open.
The door is closed.
Try the handle, knock, or leave. This is where the girl went.
Maybe we can knock.
There is no answer. You hear the
Yeah,
shower
I
being
mean,
turned on.
I don't know if she'll say anything
Somewhere
new.
inside, a tremendous loneliness comes
Please try
over you.
knocking.
Everybody in the world is doing
Okay.
something without you.
I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Or beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. Or swallow the emotion.
One.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care.
Try the handle, knock again, or leave.
I just leave. I mean, he's busy.
Right. It is now 8:33 in the morning. Every action we take takes some amount of time.
Okay.
So I'm just going to point and click for a bit. Summer door closed for the winter. This is where the lyrics would be. An old karaoke mic, just waiting for somebody to sing into it. Speakers connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with
You
static.
should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense, my soul is modest, it's normal sized, my soul is puny, or my soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. Or discard the thought entirely.
4 seems accurate.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it, or finish thought?
Oh, 1, sure.
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they'll really get a gauge of my soul with that one, or I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from the Ostentatious Orchestrations folks.
1, yeah.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
All right, and we'll finish the thought.
All right.
And okay. Oh, we have a new goal. We must sing karaoke. Well, we have to get a sad song on tape.
Oh.
The menu's been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. We took some medicine.
Oh, good.
So now, if we're about to die, we can take the medicine instead of dying.
Excellent.
Soft purr of a loose electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The door is bolted. A sign reads "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300."
Shush.
The sign reads "Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600."
What's up? Yeah.
This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Okay, these are people. I don't talk to people yet. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Okay, so do we want to talk to the guy behind the counter? Do we want to talk about the lady in the wheelchair? Or do you want to talk to the guy standing here?
Talking to the guy by the counter.
Or is this guy asleep? So, guy behind the counter makes sense.
Counter, sure.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
So something tells me you don't like me. Look at the stuffed bird. Are you a bartender or leave?
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird? Can I help you with that or say nothing?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what?
1, I guess.
Okay.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors with the man in a bomber jacket tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy, or I'm a cop and I talk to whomever I please?
A 1.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
So something tells me you don't like me, or are you the bartender, or leave?
1.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So I'm not only a cop, but I'm also a hero, or you're being sarcastic?
Hmm. Two.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh no, did I do all those things? Or, I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things. Or, I do not appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to an officer.
I'm gonna try 1.
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Are you the bartender or leave?
Yeah, we can do 3.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference? You look like a bartender or understood?
Oh. Hey, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So leave?
Sure.
All right. So, we have passed out guy. Ooh, 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 ooh.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
42 minutes. So the options are an hour, 2 hours, pretty long, it's drink a clock, or not now.
So... How long have you been up already? Oh. Hour? Yeah. About an hour.
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
I've been secretly thinking about it this time. Or, actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. Or now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Gart to serve me up a beverage. Or maybe later.
Maybe later.
Maybe later? What is this? Casual Friday? What's with the lackadaisical laxman attitude? You used to be passionate about getting your drink on. Show me you're still young. Show me you have the fire in you. Lick that stain off the counter right now.
I'll lick it later, or I don't want to lick it.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Indeed.
So 2.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
You have a new goal. Find booze and drink it.
I see.
It will help you level up. And actually, what'll happen is drinking alcohol will give you boosts to certain stats here.
Okay.
But it will hurt you physically or mentally.
Yeah, I'm worried about physical harm right now.
Indeed, as you should be. All right, so we have the man that's passed out, we have the man standing there at attention, and we have the lady in the chair.
Let's check out the passed out guy. People talk.
A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
You can pick up the pills, wake him up, or leave.
Oh, seems like trying to wake him up might kill us.
I mean...
Possibly.
Shrug.
We just leave.
Okay. Generally speaking, any medicine that you find, you should probably take.
Oh, okay. Oh, we can take them, I guess.
Not the backseat. It's just, it's generally a good plan.
The worker.
Oh, it just feels
perhaps
weird
is on his
taking other
way to
people's
on the
medicines.
counter, rolled out.
It's true.
The man does not.
You've just picked up some
But this is a
magnesium.
game, so.
This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
And let's leave. Okay, so we have the man standing at
Magnesium.
attention. Yes. And we have the lady in the wheelchair.
The lady.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods toward the man in the orange bomber jacket. Well, apparently this is what we need to do.
Okay.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping
Talk
his
to him if
foot
you're gonna
on the
make us.
floor.
Right.
Looks like he's waiting for someone. You,
Made him wait
Why are you
47
talking
minutes.
to me?
as you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
So hold on, Hosey, to me, shake his hand, or don't shake his hand.
I shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
His grip is firm.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Okay, so I really don't know my name. You could try to make up a name, or you could say nothing. The making up a name is a red check. 58% chance of success. If you fail, there's a chance of morale loss. You would not suffer a heart attack and die because you couldn't remember your name. But it would change the game from here on out. It's a red check.
I mean, I would go with one, I think.
Okay then.
He processes that information and disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Not for the cafeteria manager? Yeah, I just talked to him. No, I haven't. Or there must be some kind of misunderstanding. You're taking me for somebody else.
That one.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
So, option 1, yes, the police. I'm aware about a policeman. Or 2, what interviews? Or 3, I have, yes. Or 4, I haven't.
Yes, 1. I like 1.
Right. And the interviews?
He taps his foot, more out of habit than impatience. What interviews? Or I have, yes, or I haven't.
Oh. Ooh.
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I have, yes, or I haven't.
I mean, if I have, I don't remember.
So what do you want to go with, 3 or 4?
4, I guess.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? Or I don't like dead bodies. Or, look, you know, man, yeah. Or no, or completely.
Three choices.
There's a lot of funny choices here.
Yes. Oh, it's harder to choose on this one.
Indeed.
I mean, 4 is funny because it's just so short.
Right.
No explanation.
Right.
Okay, let's try it.
Number 4? Okay.
So,
Yeah.
the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? Or, how can you be so sure I am from the police? Or, but I can't remember anything. Or, what are we supposed to do again? Or, let's get going then.
Oh boy. Try 3.
But I don't remember
I
anything.
can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
He says after a moment of silence.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Oh, really?
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? Or, how can we be so sure I'm from the police? Or, what are we supposed to do again? Or, let's get going then.
4.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Okay, so what if I told you I'm not really a police officer? Or, how can you be so sure I'm from the police? Or, well, let's get going.
Alright, 2. Let's try 2.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Points to your jacket.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General? Or, you said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? Point to the sleeve. Or, okay then.
Oh, let's try 2.
Yes,
But they're just white rectangles.
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Ravachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up, or pretend you found it. I have a badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge.
I mean, one seems true.
So you want to do that? Okay.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? Or let's go.
Okay, what does he say if we say one?
Let's see.
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
All right. I think we've exhausted all of our options. So let's go.
Yeah, we can go.
After you, officer.
Okay.
Lieutenant
several
Kitsuragi
tasks.
is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
We have gotten several new missions. We have to report your badge mission. We have to investigate the cafeteria, interview the cafeteria manager, and we have to inspect the victim's body. So, we can talk to this guy again. We can talk to the lady in the wheelchair. We can try to wake up the guy on the counter. Or we can actually talk to the bomber jacket guy again.
Oh, okay.
So what would you like to do?
We can go back to the counter. He kind of wants to interview him.
Right. We have been awake for an hour and we haven't done what we're supposed to do yet. Speaking of which, this is actually a really good time to stop.
Oh, okay.
Because it's almost 10 o'clock your time.
Yes.
Time for a new save.
Right.
All right.
We didn't die this time.
Right! So we actually have a save point, so if we do die, we can come back to this point.
Okay.
I have to say, that was so abrupt and hilarious that we just randomly died. That was good stuff.
That's great.
All right. Getting dressed, no less. All right, Noel.